All right, I am expecting some folks to start rolling in, so I went ahead and started the stream, and we'll see if we get any early birds coming in the next few minutes.
Alrighty. And the stream?
Yeah, we always stream our community hubs. We're live on Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube.
Right.
And I do see that we have some people tuning in on Twitch. That's always good. I didn't scare them away from last time. Last time we had some audio difficulties. we had
Okay.
we had Wendy Lee joining us last week, but only the people in the meeting could hear her. Hey Andrew, how's it going?
Oh, I'm good.
Nice to see you.
Mm-hmm.
Andrew is one of our black belt members.
Howdy, Andrew. I'm Mitchell.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Andrew.
So how's your week been, Andrew? How's it been with the trainings and everything?
Good. I did my session with Raj for the audition before tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I saw that. Yeah, I saw your audition pop up in the back end. Yeah.
Yeah, I auditioned for Zuda. That
Yeah,
guy.
Zuda. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, at first because Raj and I were having a hard time finding like how his voice sound like. So I came up with a voice like maybe like a God voice, like a deep voice or something like that, and
Mm-hmm.
something like that.
That's
But
definitely the vibe. He's like this patriarchal kind of like Zeus or Odin kind of god
yeah,
figure. So
I
um,
tried to like take like a little inspiration because when I was in high school, I was playing as Mufasa for a Lion King play, so I
mm-hmm.
brought that aspect to Zuda, but tried to make it sound not like as Mufasa, but tried to make it more like his voice.
That's a really good approach. Mufasa would be a great reference for that character.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, James Earl Jones, of course. Yeah,
James Earl Jones. That's his name?
that's his
Boss's name?
name. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the voice actor's name. He was also the voice actor for Darth Vader.
Vader?
Yeah.
There we go.
Vader.
Okay.
Yeah, he passed away last year,
He
if I remember.
did,
Yeah,
sadly. Yeah, that's true.
Oh, no. Okay.
Yeah, I
yeah.
believe they
Rest in peace.
did manage to capture some more. I think they might have gotten one last performance for Mufasa. I'm not. Maybe I'm thinking. No, I'm thinking of the Lion King remake. That's what I'm thinking of.
Mm,
That was
yeah,
a few years ago though.
yeah.
Yeah,
Haven't seen it. I want to.
it's pretty good, honestly.
Okay.
And Donald Glover is the voice of Simba, I think. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. There was, yeah, yeah.
It's a pretty good film, honestly, and the animation is just ridiculously good. It
It's
How to
looks.
Train My Dragon. I haven't seen that from start to finish, but
Mm,
I know it's a good movie.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And
I know
it's
there's a
coming out.
live, and now there's a live action.
That's gonna be the first time I'm gonna see it from start to finish, and I can't wait.
Mm,
Yeah, that's a really good series. I saw all three of those in theaters actually.
mm,
Nice. I haven't seen this. I'm like I said, like I've seen bits and pieces, and I know when a good show is. Like people talk about it and whatnot.
mm.
Oh, hold on, I caused a feedback loop. Okay. Um, sorry, I'm just checking on some things for the stream. I'm not doing something slightly different with the stream this week. We're not streaming on Twitter like we normally do, but instead I have posted a link in the Twitter feed, so maybe we'll get some traffic coming in from there. Oh, KJ's in the waiting room. I'm gonna let him in, and this doesn't officially start until 5:30, so we'll see some more folks coming in. Hey KJ, how's it going?
There's my camera. Hello.
Good to see you. Welcome back. KJ is one of our red belt members.
Trying to
I'm
engage
KJ.
you guys.
Hey,
How's it going? How's your week been?
Oh, busy.
Busy?
Yep.
Well, good. I always like to stay busy. It keeps me from overthinking, right?
Very true.
We are just kind of biding our time here. I thought I'd start the stream a little bit earlier than normal because
Cool.
Yeah, because I got a notification from Twitter that says you're starting it early. I was like, oh, I guess I had to join it early.
Oh, you did? You saw that on Twitter?
Yeah, Twitter, YouTube. I was saying it was going on live, so I was like, I gotta join. So
Yeah. Yeah, I figured I'd start early and just kind of have a little lead time before the email goes out at 5:30. And if you guys have any questions you've been meaning to ask, now would be a great time. We'll do another round of introductions at 5:30.
I got a general Audacity question if anybody can answer it. I've noticed it keeps giving me this error code 0, and I have to like restart and then press record like over again. Do any of you guys know like what that means or how to make it stop doing that?
I don't know.
Could you repeat that again?
But
I'm not familiar with that question.
It's a error code 0 on Audacity. It just says error code 0 cannot work, and I like close Audacity, then reopen it, and I'll click record, and then it will work for some reason. In case any of you guys ever run into that.
I'm doing some research into that.
Okay. I didn't mean to turn you into my personal tech team, so thank you.
No, that's what I'm here for.
Do you guys use Audacity too?
No, that's what I was curious about.
Oh, really? Huh.
I'm working on getting this set for voice acting, like the microphone and the things that we need for private voice acting, like the headphones and something like that. But yeah.
Oh, you don't have your equipment yet?
Not yet.
Okay.
I'm still working on it, but yeah.
Austin pointed me to a page on the website. You can get a little discount on a microphone and an interface. Yeah.
Okay. I might have to talk to Jean about that. She's my support coordinator.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, Andrew, you could probably coordinate that with Jean to get a budget together for your gear, because it's pretty important that you have something that you feel comfortable recording with that is presenting you in the best light as a voice actor, right, for these auditions.
Yeah, I could probably use it especially because I'm a voice actor in training, so I might need those equipment then.
For sure. Yeah, and like KJ said, we partner with Sweetwater, and you can get a bundle that'll get you everything you need to get started, and it's like $450 or something.
150. Okay, I'll talk to Jean.
Yeah, I got it from Sweetwater. Yeah.
I'll let her know. But yeah.
That's quite an investment. That's not bad. Because I did photography for a little bit, and some of those photographic lenses, like fisheyes, they'll go for $2,000. So
yeah. Wow. Andrew, just curious, and you say voice actor in training, where are you training at?
Oh, with Strawberry Hill Studios.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. Because well, my dream is to become a cartoonist and voice actor, and it all started because when I first met Christina V, she's actually my voice acting role model, and she was the one who inspired me to become a voice actor.
Yeah, she's Darkness and Konosuba. She's Shantae. Yeah, right.
Yeah. I'm actually going to meet her next Friday at Fan Expo.
Lucky
again, because I met her about 3 times, but now this is my 4th time. So it's like the first time I was at Fan Expo Philly, and now I went to New York 2 times to meet her, like in 2022 and 2023. In October 2022, I met her at New York Comic Con. And then in 2023, I met her at Anime NYC. And now this year, I'm meeting her again at Fan Expo Philly. I'm like, and it was like yesterday, I just literally met her.
That's awesome.
I don't know. It's just like deja vu all of a sudden.
Welcome to those of you who just joined. We'll do a little round of introductions here in about 5 minutes, but I figured I'd just give you guys some time to meet up early.
I got some exciting things I want to share during the introduction, but yeah.
Oh, good. Very good.
Thanks for answering the questions, guys. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thanks for answering the questions, guys. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was looking in. KJ. I've been looking into that issue. I don't know. So error code 0 is a very general error code. It could mean a lot of different things in Audacity. But if you're saying that you experience it when you're pressing record, and then it comes up, and then you have to quit Audacity, restart it, and then turn it back on to get it to work again. There's like 5 or 6 different culprits that it could potentially be. So I don't know.
Okay.
I could send you a list that I found of different solutions that might work if you want.
Yeah, it's not too much trouble. Sure. Thank you.
Are you on Mac or Windows?
I'm on Mac. Sorry, I'm trying to do something else too while I'm doing this. Ah.
Okay, yeah, I'll send you this list. There's like 6 different things it could be.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course. Just typing up your email.
We had Wendy Lee last week, and I was like, she has a separate email just for voice acting. I should do that.
You know what's funny? You're not the only person who has said that in the last few days.
Yeah.
Like one of our members emailed me and was like, "Can I change the email associated with my membership because I saw Wendy Lee had one that ended in VO and I'm flagrantly imitating her now." I was like, "Yeah, of course." That's so funny that you just immediately said that.
I was just like, well, purely to keep the personal email like more organized. Yeah, let's just get all that stuff over here.
It does help keep things organized. Yeah. I have a few different email addresses and I've routed some of them to do like automatic forwarding to different ones so that I can kind of keep it. I have like 2 main places where I check emails, but I have like 4 or 5 different emails that are kind of funneled into them. So you can kind of set it up that way.
I got it, Austin. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Give people just a couple more minutes to join here, and then we'll get started with some introductions.
8:29.
Yep. 5:29 over here in California.
Oh, you're on East Coast. All right.
Yeah, New Jersey.
Ah, New Jersey. Nice.
Yeah.
Cool. Clock struck 5:30. All right.
8:30.
8:30 for you, Andrew. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give people another minute because I think an email just went out for some people who have been registered for the event, so I'll give them some time to click on it.
Cool.
I got it. I'm ready in here.
Yeah.
Oh, Austin, do you still have that little dog that Raj showed us all last time? Or?
Yes, we still have our it's so he's only in the studio sometimes.
Okay.
Trying to think of his name. Raj got a new puppy for his family that his wife will often bring into the studio. And while she works, because she has a little kind of like haircutting business set up in one of our rooms in the studio, and so she comes in quite often, and she has the dog with her as well. So yeah, he's really small, but he's incredibly well behaved. He's just such a sweetheart. So I can't think of his name right now, and Raj won't be here for another hour. He won't be able to help us out with that. But yeah, we still have the dog.
Next week. What is the
Next
dog
week.
name?
Yeah, next week. Next week will be exciting. We have a lot to talk about for next week, as I was kind of touching on with Mitchell, but we'll get into that in a few minutes here. Why don't we go ahead and get started with some introductions? So for those of you who don't know, I think most of you do, but my name is Austin David Coffey. I'm the production manager for Strawberry Hill Studio and Samurai as a Sound, and we are located just north of San Francisco across the Golden Gate Bridge in Marin County. I do voice acting, recording engineering, audio engineering, music composition, casting direction, and I'm the community manager for the Samurai Sound members. Speaking of, Miss Larissa is joining us now. And that's just a little bit about me. And I'm here to help you guys kickstart your voice acting careers, of course, answer any questions you have, and talk about some of the exciting stuff we have coming up in the coming weeks. So with that said, why don't we move on? Let's go left to right here, top to bottom. So Mitchell. Welcome, Mitchell.
Hello, everybody. My name's Mitchell. I wouldn't even consider myself a green voice actor. I haven't even been planted and haven't had time to grow. I'm just interested. I saw Karen Strassman's YouTube or a Facebook ad, and I thought she was real interesting, and yeah, so I decided to check it out and see what you guys had to say. So that's me. I appreciate you for listening.
Wonderful. Thank you for sharing. Did you have any specific takeaways from Karen's webinar?
Yes. The specific thing was it's not all about like sunshines and rainbows. Like the specific thing was like you are your own product. If that's going to be the specific thing, it was like she really honed in. Like she has no boss, no one's above her. She doesn't work for anybody. People pay her to work, kind of something like that. I thought that was real interesting. And she has accountants and stuff like that, but they work for her. At the end of the day, she's her own accountant, she's her own boss, and I really like that. Thought that was interesting.
Yeah, and that has its own set of benefits and drawbacks, right? The benefit being that you have freedom to determine your own schedule, and then the drawback being that it's really up to you, right? So you're in this, and you have to create all the opportunities, and we're here to help with that. And but there's this element of responsibility that you're taking on. So yeah, that's a really interesting point. We can actually talk more about that with Karen briefly. Next week, she will be making a special guest appearance at our roleplay workout / casting announcement for Echoes of Eternity. And that's breaking news. I haven't announced that anywhere except here. So you'll be seeing emails about that this week. And we're really excited for Karen to make her appearance. So, and cool. With that said, why don't we move along to Andrew, who has some exciting updates for us.
Okay, well, first off, hi everyone. My name is Andrew T-By, and I'm currently a voice actor in training. So anyway, here are my exciting news I'd like to share. So number one, sorry if this is a little late, but I successfully pre-ordered a Nintendo Switch 2 at Target.
Nice.
And number two, tomorrow is my last day of college. And then number three, next Thursday, graduation.
Nice. Congratulations, Andrew.
Guys, man.
Good job, man.
I'm like almost there. Like it was by the time when I graduate, it's like my retirement. I'm like, I'm done with college. I'm too old for it.
Well, Well done. Well done. You'll have to let us know how the ceremony goes and everything.
Oh no, it's gonna be very long. I'm like, I had to wait at the end to wait for get my certificate. I'm like, I hear the speech, I had to hear the professor's speech and all that. I'm like, okay, can we get on to the ceremony?
Yeah.
And then
I
it's
hear
gonna
you.
get
I'm going to my brother-in-law's graduation ceremony next week, so but it'll be worth it. You've put in the
Yeah.
hard work, and now this is your moment. So
I know it's like climbing a mountain, and the graduation's like almost there, like it's top of the hill. And I'm trying to reach it, but by the time I reach it, I'll be like, fly in the bed, exhausted from all the semesters I had to go through.
Mhm. Well,
Yeah.
congratulations. Let's see. How about KJ? Welcome, KJ, Red Belt member KJ. Welcome back.
Hey everybody, I'm KJ. I joined, God, what, almost 2 months ago now. Yeah, Austin's been helping me. Uh, he let me get, he showed me where to get my equipment from. So I got a mic, I got my interface. I'm getting practice with Audacity. I found a website, castingcall.com, I think it's called. It's not voices or voice 1 2 3. I don't have any demo reels yet, but it's giving me practice speaking into the mic and doing editing on Audacity. So it's just getting me practice here and there. Yeah, but eventually one day, probably in a few years after, whether it's on the side or as my main source of income, I might be switching to a work from home job soon. So I'm really hoping I can, because that'll give me more time to focus on this and develop my skills. And hopefully once I get those demos, I can start auditioning more and more. We'll see where it goes from there.
Thank you for sharing, KJ. Looks like Mitchell's got a question or a comment.
KJ, you remind me so much of a voice actor that I recently saw, and it's Ed from Ed, Edd n Eddy. I don't know why, but like he's like one of my favorite voice actors, because like
Love
when
it.
he goes in and like does his thing, like it's like the least amount of stress. I don't know. Anyway, I just thought I'd say that. I don't know.
You like chickens, Eddie, that guy.
Yes, because everybody has to like do all this stuff, and like they do multiple takes, and he goes in there and nails it like first try, boom. You look exactly. You don't look like him, but he looks like you are. And he reminds me of you. I
Thank
don't
you.
know. You're welcome.
Wonderful, wonderful. All right. Next up, we have Jaquez. Jaquez, do you know a place where you can talk and share? Hello, Jaquez. Can you hear us?
Apparently, yes.
Are you? It looks like you're on the move. If you're not in a place where you can share, that's understandable.
Sorry. Sorry about that. Can you hold on one moment, please, Austin?
Yeah, and no worries. And if you're, no worries. Okay, Miss Larissa, hello.
Good evening. I am not in my sound booth. I am on my sofa. So I joined a couple months ago, and I have mostly been for the last couple of decades a project manager inside software engineering, but I never quite gave up the voice acting. So I've always done tutorials and phone trees at the companies I've worked at. So I've already got my booth and everything, but the thing I'm lacking in socials. So I'm working on that. And Austin recently was kind enough to provide me with an owl in our role playing. So thank you very much for that, Austin.
You're so welcome. KJ, will you tell her what you just asked of me? Because this is the person who I was telling you about, who you guys had the same very specific question.
About the email?
Yeah.
I mentioned to Austin, I was like, oh, I saw that Wendy Lee had her own email for voice acting, and I said, I should do that too. Then Austin goes, you're like the 5th person who said that this week.
Yeah, I just thought that was so funny. Yeah, she has Wendy Lee has wendyleevo@gmail.com, which is simple and very smart, right?
I made a VO.
Sounds like if she can do it, good enough for her, good enough for me.
Yeah. All right, so we have, let's see, next, Joe B. Welcome, Joe B. And can you share a little bit about yourself, about maybe yourself as a voice actor or creative, and maybe how you heard about Samurai as a Sound, etc., etc. Welcome.
Hi, yeah. So my name's Joe from Cleveland, Ohio, and I've been interested in voice acting since I was in high school. Really, I've been to conventions. I was one of the students in Andy Field's inaugural Business of Voice Acting class. Andy Field is a voice actor who's done a lot of work in for Five Nights at Freddy's and other projects as well. So I learned a lot through that master class. And yeah, I never really got into major professional voice acting. I did do a little bit of kind of amateur work here and there, but nothing real consistent. And it's just been kind of a whirlwind past couple of weird years for me since really since COVID. I was like, got a new job, and then within the past couple of years, I just got married. So it's like life has just been kind of a whirlwind for me the past decade, really. But yeah, that's a little bit about me. Thank you. So I just got that. I've been getting the newsletters or whatever because I signed up to, I don't know, Now Voice This a couple times, and then I guess that connected to this somehow. So I was like, oh well, maybe I'll plug back into this community and see maybe I can get something up off the ground again. And I have some equipment, so it's like I just got to get hooked up again.
Well, good. I'm glad you did. I'm glad you've been following along with the emails, and that's what we're here for. We're here to get your voice acting career up and running with all the resources you need, and we'll talk about what some of those are, as well as the upcoming events. We have a lot of exciting things brewing here, so we'll get to that in just a few minutes. And thank you for sharing, and welcome, Chris. Welcome, Chris.
Hey, how's everyone doing? In my car tonight. So I've been a voice actor since 2015. I've done ADR work, mocapping work, worked for Nickelodeon, Disney, number of video games, animation, movies, you name it. I'm also an on-camera actor as well. I heard of Samurai Sounds through mutual connections. I'm very interested in learning what you guys have to offer, and I'm looking forward to helping the community as much as I can.
Wow, thank you so much for sharing, Chris. Chris, were you here last week?
I was, yeah.
I remember, yeah. Were you the one who was providing some insight? We did a little Q&A.
I was. Heard people mention about voiceover gear. There's actually a Facebook group called VO Gear Exchange, where they actually many voice actors sell their used microphones, and they're used. I mean, they're used as someone talked into it.
Can you repeat that?
It's no problem. It's VO Gear Exchange on Facebook.
I think I found it. I'll drop it in the chat.
Yeah. For instance, my Sennheiser mic goes for over $1,000. I got it for $300 because a guy had 4 of them. My booth that goes for over $4,000, I got it for $800 because the guy didn't want it and didn't want to pack it up. So find a lot of useful gear there. And a lot of times they're in a smoke-free facility, and everyone who goes in there is vetted. So it's a trustworthy community.
That's awesome.
Wow, thanks for sharing. We're also talking about how if you're a Samurai Sun member, you can get a bundle that's like $450 through Sweetwater that gets you most everything you need to get up and running. Doesn't have the sound booth, soundproofing stuff, so you can kind of DIY that. But it comes with a microphone, audio interface, cable, mic stand, headphones, a pop filter. So it's pretty good.
That'll definitely be my first go-to with you guys. And then anything auxiliary exchange, the VO Gear Exchange, I think.
Yeah, seems like a good.
Happy to help out whenever I can.
Yeah, thank you so much for sharing that, Chris. And again, I put the link to that in the chat, so definitely, guys, check out that Facebook group. Let's see. Okay, thank you so much for sharing, Chris, and welcome, Rian. Rian's been part of our community for many years. We go way back doing voiceover jobs for mobile advertisements. At one point in time, we had a high volume of those coming in through the studio. So Rihanna and I were.
Yes, when I was there, I would even get requests where it was like, "Oh, I would like this to be done in the style of this actor," and I was the actor. I was like, "Hey, well, you got her." So.
I remember that.
That's unbelievable. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was. bit of an honor. Yeah. And the exciting thing about me is that I have unfortunately been stuck in college for a few years now because of I'm sure you can guess why. And this semester I've finally graduated. So now I can finally start focusing on other stuff.
Well,
Yeah.
congratulations.
Yeah. And what I graduated in was Japanese language and culture, and I've always loved Japan, and my dream would be to voice act in Japan. So that's also another thing that I hope to start planning this year, and hopefully be in Japan by next year.
Yeah, and Rian, you attended Raj's rather exclusive workshop on the Japanese U.S. voice acting industry in March.
Yes, I did. I did. It was very yes, I got a lot of useful tips and links to agencies and insider know-hows, and it was very fun and educational.
Well, great. I'm really glad to hear that. Yeah, we'll be having. I haven't talked to Raj about the specifics, but he might be hosting another one of those in the coming months.
Okay.
I'll talk to him, and of course, keep your eye on your emails for all the updates. But
Of course, I always do.
and welcome. Thank you so much for joining us again this week. All right, let's see. David Pickens, welcome.
Hello. Nice to meet you both.
Nice to meet you. David, tell us about yourself, your journey as a voice actor, a creative, and how you heard about Samurais of Sound.
Well, I mean, it's kind of rough to really get a good, story on it, but during the pandemic, I was struggling trying to find work, and I've always wanted to pursue voice acting the moment I found out what I really wanted to do and maybe be in some future projects in the future. And in fact, I took a few classes once upon a time in voice acting, and how I found out about it is when my friend mentioned about it because he was looking for voiceover work at the time, and he mentioned about the Redwood community, and so here I am.
Wonderful. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, we're here to provide any help we can to get your voice acting career up and running, and we'll share a little bit about upcoming events and ways to do that in a few minutes. So thank you. Ijeoma, welcome back. Ijeoma is a White Belt Samurais of Sound member. Welcome.
Hello.
Hi.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, yeah, I've been part of this community for a couple months now. Just like, yeah, I don't know, like I've just been doing like a lot of like small stuff. Like I recently, okay, I guess some updates voice acting wise, just been like auditioning a lot through Casting Call Club. Auditioned for like this really cool video game. Like it seems like a dating sim, I think. And it's like it was made by like a studio in Turkey, and so they're looking to dub it in different languages, English being one of them. So yeah, I just finished like some auditions for that the other day, and then they're going to be releasing cast announcements like 2 days from now. So I'm a little like worried about that, but hopefully something comes out of that. Otherwise, I just kind of been packing up. It's like the end of the semester our college semester. So like I'm packing up my apartment, getting ready to go back home. I'm super excited for that because I miss my mom's cooking. So
Wonderful. Thank you for sharing. Oh my gosh. And congratulations on the audition. Keep us posted on how it goes. I was just going to say, let me make sure I typed everything in correctly. Karen Strassman is doing an anime dubbing workshop. So if anyone is interested in brushing up on their dubbing skills, we've been assembling the footage in the last few weeks. It's going to be all Bleach from the anime Bleach. So we'll be dubbing. We'll get some good practice in for that. So I just posted the link to the checkout page for that if anyone's interested in signing up. And of course, in a couple of days, we'll talk more about casting announcements in a few minutes when I get through the introductions. Next, we have John Balch. Welcome. John, are you there?
Hey, can you hear me?
Hi. Yep.
I'm sorry, man. I'm in Southeast Asia and I'm just waking up, and the email just popped up. I think I came across you guys on Discord or something. So I'm just here to, yeah, check it out. Sorry, I really just woke up.
No worries. Yeah, no worries at all. Thank you for tuning in, even still, from all the way in Southeast Asia.
Yeah.
Welcome. We are a
Nice to meet
community
everyone.
of voice actors and artists, and Samurai Sound offers workshops and memberships all geared towards getting your creative career up and running. We'll talk about some resources and some upcoming events soon. And I just want to thank you again for joining us. Really appreciate it.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Jiren, welcome back.
Hey, thanks. Hey, thanks again. It's good to be back, and I can't wait to learn more about the voice acting community, and hopefully, I can become a part of it as well.
Wonderful. I'm really glad
I'm
you're
currently on break at work. Sorry if I'm interrupting. Just on my PlayStation Portal enjoying some classes.
Oh, wow. Interesting.
Honey
You might be the first person joining from a PlayStation Portable. That is really interesting. I didn't know you could access Zoom.
I'm using my phone, and I'm in the PlayStation Portal, not the portable. It's like a portable version of the PS5. But...
Wow. Very cool.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, welcome back. And
Thank you.
I see some people commenting in the chat there. Okay. Okay. Like I said, we have lots to talk about today. We have several workshops coming up. We have a special event next week that I can update you on, and something happening tomorrow, which is that the first audition cycle for Echoes of Eternity is ending for the first episode, season 1, episode 1. And I've seen a lot of really cool engagement in the last 48 hours. Lots of really great auditions from our members. The auditions are open for Samurai as a Sound members. And yeah, I've seen Andrew and KJ and Jaquez and Rian and Ijeoma. All of you have submitted auditions, so thank you so much for your participation there. Any thoughts or feelings about that before we dive in a little more?
I do. That's okay. I used my my membership privilege to have a private lesson to rehearse my audition with Raj, which went really, really well. It was very helpful. Gave me a lot more confidence. So highly recommend.
Yeah, thank you for sharing. We've had a few members who've done that same thing. KJ and I used some practice time to go over a couple of the roles he was auditioning for, and I think Andrew has been doing something similar with Raj. So yeah, that's really nice to hear. I think it's really good. It's really good practice, especially because it's a script that that he and I obviously have a lot of stake in, and we kind of understand the characters. I certainly, I wrote the characters, so I definitely understand a lot about their psychology. So that's helpful for the audition, but it's also just helpful for getting into, I can give really detailed notes about the psychology of what's going on there. So it ends up being a really good practice device as well. So KJ says that was the first thing I ever auditioned for.
Yeah, that was the very first thing, and then you helped me with that pacing lesson. So just want to say thanks again, Austin.
Oh yeah, of course, it was my pleasure. And I remember you saying that, and it really surprises me because it seemed like you had, and it's just like everything has come together, I feel like, for you really quickly. Like, you got your gear set up and you sound great, and the mic sounds great, and it's all like, when you've said several times like, oh, this is the first time I've done this, and I'm like, wow, like it's really coming together. So
Baby
that's
steps. Yep.
so exciting. Andrew says he has a comment about that.
Hey, Austin.
Hey, Andrew, how's it going?
Huh? Oh, wait,
Huh?
me or him?
Oh, it's me.
Oh, and Andrew had a comment. He says maybe I'll share.
Oh, I could share mine, or
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Well, at first, when I heard about the audition, I wasn't sure how it would go, so that's why I needed Raj's help, because I know he's very like the director, and he does a good job like training voice actors and all that. Because with him, it was very helpful, because I'm like, I can't do this by myself. So it's like with Raj, it's like I'm working as a voice actor, and he's like my boss, telling me like how to provide the voice for the character. And then we chose about like 2 characters though, like the trickster and the guide. So I chose Zuda. And then when I did the trickster guy, I think he's like a I forgot his name. Is Hot Dog?
Natha.
Yeah,
Yeah. Hot. Yeah.
Hot
Not
Dog.
all. Yeah.
Yeah. It turns out I wasn't really fit that role, so I decided to go with Zuda, because he's like my closest role. So yeah.
Well, yeah, that's good. You're exploring, what kinds of voices are really a good fit for you, and what kinds are a good stretch for you, and then what kinds are like, oh, maybe not worth the time to pursue that role. So that's a really good learning process.
And about the audio, because I know that Raj recorded the whole entire audition, but I cropped only the lines that I read to make it shorter, not the whole entire thing, because
Yeah. As long as the audio is in there for the audio from the audition script document, that's all I need. It's pretty flexible for the audition side of things. When you're submitting the production voiceover, it's a bit more specific, but everything is detailed in that document in the portal. And I've actually updated that document in the last couple of days, because and I guess I can share this here for the first time, but basically what we're doing with this project is probably something a little surprising, which is that we are going to be casting the first edition of season 1, episode 1, and that announcement will be made at the next Tuesday at the live roleplay, and I'll submit a link for that as well. But I say first edition because, and I'll get to your question, Jacuz, in a minute, because if you're casting that, and there's 6 roles in the first episode. So if you're one of the members who is cast in that, you will receive the $50 of Samurai as a Sound credit.
Cool.
And you can sign up for the affiliate program, and you'll get 50% of any proceeds that you generate for the first season of Echoes of Eternity.
Nice.
And actually, anyone can sign up for that. So you can, if you know someone, well, anyway, what I'm getting to next is that if you are not cast, but you still want to be featured in the episode, because let's be honest, as much as I would love to cast everybody in the same episode, there's only a limited amount of characters, and there's only 6 characters. So it's a really tough decision that we're going to have to make. But if you're not casting it, you can submit your audio anyway, and as long as it follows the specific guidelines that are specified in that submission portal, it's the same portal. We will replace the audio from the role that was casted, and we'll make a new edition of the episode so that you can actually still have your voiceover featured in a subsequent edition of the episode alongside Karen Strassman, and alongside the other people who were originally casted in the episode.
Cool.
Does that all make sense? That's the first time I've actually explained it out loud, so maybe it was a little clunky, but
yeah, it does make sense. It's good.
First time hearing it too.
Cool. Yeah. So that way, and that goes back to what I was saying earlier, is you can still join the affiliate program. That's open to the public, but you can still join that, and even if you're not casting, you can still upload your voiceover and be cast in a subsequent edition. So, and that goes for episode 1 and episode 2. probably for the rest of the episodes in season 1 as well. But we're still workshopping this process. It's a bit of a unique model, right?
Very unique.
So we're testing it out as we go, but I can say with confidence for episode 1, episode 2 that will be the case. And like I said, let's see. The audition cycle to be cast in the first edition of episode 1 ends tomorrow. So if you haven't put in your auditions, you should do so. Joe B says, where or how do we join that? Joe, auditions are open for Samurai Sound members, so I'll get you the link to join the membership if you are interested in doing that. Okay. And like I said, Karen Strassman will be present for the casting announcement next week. So it's also a good chance to connect with her as well.
Nice meeting.
Sorry, Jiren, what was that?
Sorry, Austin, not you, just talking to a work Sunday.
Oh, okay. And I realized I didn't have a link for the to register for that role play. It's actually a role play workout. I don't know how much. Hopefully, we do get to the role play. I imagine that it will be sort of a mishmash of different announcements and things.
So I love role play.
Yeah, we have a lot of fun. We have a special role play framework that I wrote specifically for improvisation and voice actors that we have been play testing over the last few months.
I've been doing improv role play for quite a while. Honestly, when I first started playing Genshin Impact, another player got me into role playing on it. It's pretty fun, but
one of the voice actors from Genshin Impact is role plays with us every month.
Really? Which one?
Her name. Her name. Let me think of her name. I know her character's name. I'm so sorry. I'm just blanking right now.
Say the character name.
Laura Welsh is her name.
Oh wait, who does she voice?
I don't know. I don't know the character, but she's in Genshin Impact.
Crap. I guess look through all the characters I have.
I'm also not 100% sure I was supposed to announce that publicly because there's something with the union going on right now. But she, oh well, cat's out of the bag. I think she's announced it a few times, so I think it's okay.
Cool.
And normally the roleplay workouts are free for members and $29.99 for a ticket if you're a non-member. But this one will be open for free. It's a special free edition. So we'll be talking about Karen's workshop. You can do a Q&A with Karen, casting announcement, and then we'll move into the live roleplay.
What is the link for? You said, Austin. I clicked it. It's just a roleplay workout. That's what it's called.
Yeah, it's called a role. We're calling it our roleplay workout because we'll do some role playing at the end.
Okay.
But it'll be sort of a mishmash of exciting events. So.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Any other questions about that event or Echoes of Eternity before we kind of move on, shift gears a little bit?
Yes. Austin, can you hear me?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. First of all, sorry it took me so long for introduction. I was doing delivery. But second of all, I just want to know that I just submitted my auditions for Echoes of Eternity, and I cannot wait.
That's exciting! Oh my gosh, I'm glad you're looking forward to it. I saw that you put in your audition. It was just recently, so I haven't had the chance to listen to it yet.
Yeah, no. And I want to know, the two characters that I hope I can able to voice is Nathard and Woodhard. I'll be able to voice either one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I kind of like both of them.
Mm-hmm.
So that's all I have to say on that part.
Well, good. I'm glad. Thank you for sharing. I'm really glad that you're excited about it. we have Jason Christopher joining us. Welcome, Jason. All right, so we talked about that. I want to also mention a little bit about the upcoming workshop with Wendy Lee. Wendy Lee was a special guest on our previous Community Hub, and she shared a little bit about what to expect in her auditioning for video games and anime workshop. It's coming up really soon on May 17th, Saturday, May 17th. So I will put a link to register for that in the chat here.
Just wanted to say sorry again for interrupting her workshop last time, Austin. Really sorry.
Oh, Jiren, it's okay. It's not a problem, really. I think that nobody was expecting the volume of people that showed up at that event. It was honestly pretty crazy. Did my camera turn off? Has my camera been off this whole time? Yeah, a lot of people showed up for that event. So we had like 30 people in the meeting, and so we had to be a bit more. We had to unexpectedly sort of shift and adjust our approach as far as like keeping microphones muted and stuff. So, but no worries at all. Like I said, the link for that workshop, if you're interested in attending, I just posted in the chat. KJ says, is there a coupon code for this one? Yes, the coupon code is found in your members area. Please use your member coupon code if you have one. I can't say it on live on air, but
just one right there.
Yeah, just came back from break.
But yeah, it's in the members area. Let's see. Oh, I guess Jiren's break ended. So yeah, good question. Definitely use your coupon code for that. Oh yeah, Jason says hello. Jason, welcome. I think you missed our introductions. If you want to share a little bit about yourself as a voice actor, how you heard about Samurai as a Sound, etc. All right. Any questions about Wendy's workshop?
Is Wendy's workshop is that going to be free or I don't mean to say like that, but like yeah, that's my question.
No, it's a good question. Totally valid. Wendy's workshop is $249.99 for a seat, and if you're a Samurai as a Sound member, you get 30% off of that. Unless you're a black belt member, you get the ticket included in your membership cost.
Nice.
So there's different options for how you want to attend. And if you do just either way, if you're buying a ticket, we have Afterpay and Klarna if you want to split the payments up over time. But most people will get a membership first because you get access to discounts on our workshops as well as our demo reel production. We mentioned about how you need a demo reel if you're going to get started on Voices or Voices 1, 2, 3 or different auditioning platforms. So most people will just go ahead and pick up the membership because you get a discount on the demo reel, and then you also get discounts on all the workshops as well. So for the training. So
thank you, Mr. Coffee.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Andrew says May 13th. Yes. No, not May 13th. Not May 13th. The workshop is going to be Saturday, May 17th. May 17th on Zoom, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Yeah, I think, Andrew, you already registered. Andrew's a black belt member, so we're already registered for that. Okay. Cool. Okay, and then another workshop that I want to share that is a bit more newly announced, but we were talking about it earlier, is Karen Strassman's anime dubbing workshop. We are going to be learning how to dub with clips from Bleach, and that is coming up on June 14th. Of course, Karen is a voice actor on Bleach. Let me get the link to that. That's going to be Saturday, June 14th. KJ, Bleach is a goated anime. As a matter of fact, it is classified as such. Let me get the link for you. So yeah, anime dubbing is a skill that is quite useful to have and is pretty hard to get training time in unless you go to an event like this. So it's definitely worth considering. And again, you can use your member discount for that. I have some questions from Twitch. Give me one moment. Any questions about that?
I have a question, Mr. Austin, if it's okay.
Yes, of course.
I'm obviously not a member, and I do want to become one. But what do they typically go over in these workshops? I mean, obviously, right now, I know for the fact that you probably go over like demo reels, of course. But what about voice acting equipment, like, or trying to upgrade?
Yeah. So that's a great question. In Wendy's workshop and in Karen's workshop, those two are specifically focused more on voice acting techniques rather than equipment. Of course, they can answer questions that you have about that, but we have workshops that are more specifically tailored to the more technical side of things. Like I'll do a workshop specifically on recording for your voice acting demo reel. So we will go through the motions of opening up Audacity, which is a free recording platform. We'll do the recordings. We'll talk about what audio editing looks like and that kind of thing. And as far as getting your setup together, I don't know if you were here, but there's lots of different ways to get your setup together. But I do want to share this resource while it's on my mind, because one of our community members shared it. Chris Datoli was here. He's since left, but there's this Facebook group that you can get gear. Sometimes it's like Nextdoor kind of, but they have gear posted. It's called VO Gear Exchange. That's one resource of places where you can get your gear together. You can come to us with any questions. That's part of what these community hubs are for. As a member, you can do private consultations with us where, if you have specific questions, we can really go in depth and answer them. And then, of course, you have access to our partnership deal with Sweetwater Sound, where you can get your equipment together in one bundle, is the route that some people will go. So the bundle through Sweetwater is like $450. And like I said, it gets you a microphone, microphone stand, pop filter, headphones, the same mic stand, and a mic cord, and an audio interface. So pretty much everything you need to get started. So, and it sounds pretty good. It's a Audio Technica AT2020.
Sounds great to me.
Microphone. So so there's a link to that in our Samurai Zone membership as well. I will provide another link to that because I think it kind of got buried. But hopefully that answers your questions. And if you have any specific questions, I'm happy to answer them as best I can.
When do the auditions for Echoes of Eternity close again? Just for
The
people who are wondering.
audition cycle for the first episode to be cast in the first edition of the episode ends tomorrow at midnight.
Gotcha. Okay.
And the auditions for episode 2 are actually open already. I've noticed that a few of you have already auditioned, so that's great. And that cycle will be open for another month or so.
Could you repeat that? A site? My apologies.
No worries. The Facebook group or the
the Facebook group. Okay.
Yeah, I haven't really explored this, so I don't. But I did do a quick look, and Chris Datoli mentioned that it was a good resource that he uses, called called VO Gear Exchange. If you just scroll back in the chat, you can follow.
Oh, yeah.
And
I
you
know
got-
about the VO. Okay.
Yeah, was that
Facebook,
what you were asking about, or were you asking about the membership page?
membership page?
Okay, that's just that link right there in the chat.
Thank you.
It says strawberryhillstudio.online/membership.
Oh, I'm probably already like signed up for free, I guess.
Well, the membership is paid.
Okay, then I am not.
Yeah, and that's kind of how we provide all of our services.
But I will be.
Including
Okay.
discounts on the workshops.
Sure.
So you can kind of explore the different options there.
Okay.
White belt membership is $1 a day.
Really?
Paid up front for 1 full year.
Well, that's perfect.
Yeah, and again, after paying Klarna, you can take advantage of that to kind of split up the payments. That is. I wish Afterpay and Klarna had the option to actually do $1 a day. That'd be pretty cool. Oh yeah, KJ says I'll have to check out
feel like
episode
that'd
2
be-
for Echoes of Eternity. Try out for that one too. Yeah, that episode's a lot different. Just a heads up, tonally. Where the first episode is like sort of this like epic creation myth, but unfolding in real time as a radio drama. Episode 2 is more like a bit more grounded in reality with at least human characters and conflicts that are probably a bit more, yeah, I'd say grounded in reality. But also that's not a very good description because it's about immortality. So, but it's about humans, I guess is what I'm getting at. And it's a lot different. But it's really fun. The characters are quite dramatic and there's a lot of emotional complexity there. That's more.
And you created this Echoes of Eternity?
I wrote the show. Yeah.
Wow. All right.
Austin, do you think it would be beneficial for us to wait till next week to see the results for episode 1 before trying out for episode 2, or just go for episode 2?
If you have a really tight schedule, I'd say just wait. But if you've got the time and you want to put in the practice and you want to, there's no harm in just submitting the auditions anyway. You can audition as many times as you want. You can even update your auditions if you decide you have a better read on the character. I would advise you to read the scripts first. You have access to the scripts in the download section. Just go ahead and read through the episode 1 and 2, because it'll give you a much clearer picture than just reading the audition script alone. But you don't have to wait, and I'll just use your I'll use all the material you submit to help inform the casting decision. So
Closes tomorrow for episode 1. So okay, all right, thank you.
Aw, Ijoma says I read the script for episode 2 and it made me cry. Oh my gosh. Say more.
Well, like, I don't want to say too much for people that haven't read it yet, but I was like, wow, this is completely different from episode 1. Like, I was not prepared. I was not prepared at all.
Wow.
But yeah, it was really good. Made me cry, but it was in a good way.
Very cool. Very cool. Yeah. I will go ahead and say that we have determined already that the part of Neichi, which is the main character in episode 2, one of the main, I shouldn't say the main character, but she plays a prominent role, in the first edition will be played by Karen Strassman.
He's lucky I wasn't there to audition for it. That's one of my dreams. That's one of my dreams is to do a female voice, but good though.
There are other female roles in episode 2 and episode 1, of course. And like I said, you and Karen Strassman will be playing the narrator too, which is not listed for auditions. And like I said, if you do want to play the part of Neichi, she's probably the most emotionally complex character in the series so far. You are welcome to submit your audio for that role, and we will edit it in alongside the other roles. Even if you're also playing a different character, we'll do that as well. And Karen is also in the intro as the narrator, so you'll still be in the episode with Karen, even if you're replacing her voiceover. for Nietzsche. And John Balch has a question. The auditions you guys are talking about are only available to members. Yeah, that's correct. These auditions are available to Samurai Sun members.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hey, Austin.
Hey,
Sorry
Landry.
I'm late because I was.
No worries. Welcome back.
You hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Sorry I'm late because I was playing gaming.
No worries.
Like,
I get the feeling.
since I just wait, since I need money for Mother's Day, like go buy a cake for my mom. But the bad news is that I won't have enough money to go pay my PlayStation Plus subscription until the end of May, June, or July. But yeah.
I see a let's see. Oh, I was just gonna ask Andrew about your comment here about Kanata from Lucky Star. Can you explain before you go get ready for your last day of class? Oh my gosh.
Yeah. No, because like for the audition, I was like, wow, it's like I'm hearing Konata though. Like if Konata was doing the voice, but it was voiced by Karen Satra. It's a joke comment, but yeah.
Oh, you're talking about for Neichi?
Yeah. Like her
Oh, okay.
voice acting though, because it's like I'm hearing Konata, but voiced by Karen Stratman, but she's being like one of the characters for the audition. I'm like, oh my god, that's a funny thought.
Oh yeah, I'm glad
Yeah.
that came across.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, anyway, thanks for sharing that, and thank you for joining us on the evening before your last day of class. Congratulations on having
Yeah.
climbed that mountain. You're at the
I
summit.
know. It's a tough mountain, but I survived.
All right.
Well, see you later, guys.
Bye, Andrew.
See ya.
Take care.
All right. Okay. Well, any other questions about events or audio stuff? I know we had some audio gear questions kind of brewing around in the air.
Take me. I want to go
Hey,
up
Andrew.
first. Oh, right, sorry.
Okay, just says any more announcements I have to go to. That was the bulk of the announcements I wanted to cover. So thank you for sticking around and listening.
Oh, I'm sorry about that, Austin.
I would
can't
encourage
wait.
you, if you can, to come to next week's roleplay event because there's going to be a lot of action there too.
Already signed up for it.
Cool. Okay, we'll see you there.
Thank you, everybody.
All right, I didn't. All right.
And an owl. All the action and an owl.
Bad news, Austin. I don't have enough money to go for a role play.
Oh, actually, this roleplay is free.
Oh, so no extra, no money.
Yeah. And we're doing some announcements up front. Karen Strassman is going to be there. We'll do the casting announcement for Echoes.
Well, speaking of which, Austin, I don't have enough money to go buy that class.
That's okay,
because
Andrew.
I'm half broke.
No worries. I get it. No worries.
Gotta get some work done.
For the free role playing. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I interrupt someone?
No, go ahead.
No,
David.
go ahead. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. Go.
Just for the free role play class, don't you need like the voice acting equipment to even take part of it?
It's a great question. And for the anime dubbing workshop, I would encourage you to have a microphone in Audacity or whatever DAW you're using set up and ready to go. For the auditioning for video games and anime with Wendy Lee, you don't really need that stuff to attend the workshop. You will be able to participate with whatever equipment you currently have. For the role plays, same goes for that as well. You can use your computer microphone. The audio quality is not so important in that case.
Okay, well, I don't have a computer. I'm using this on the Zoom meeting. I'm using my iPad. Does that qualify too, or does it have to be a computer?
No, it doesn't have to be a computer. That goes for the role plays. It goes for Wendy Lee's workshop. Only reason I say you probably should have a setup for Karen's workshop is because we're going to be taking that audio that you record and actually syncing it with the dub because it's a dubbing workshop. But if it's not a dubbing workshop, you don't need to have super high quality audio to practice your voice acting, right?
Thank you for that.
Yep.
So what now, Austin?
Well,
Yes.
I think we've wrapped up most of our announcements and we had our introductions and check-ins. So I'm just kind of opening up the floor for any questions that people may have. And David, let me know if you need links to any specific workshops. And that goes for everyone else as well, of course.
Austin, Austin, right?
Yes, yeah, Joe.
Okay. I just signed up for paid membership, trying to figure out how to navigate the resources. Would you be able to help?
Yeah, of course. And welcome.
Figure out where I'm supposed to go.
That is really exciting news. Let me share my screen.
I'll see if I
with you.
can. I want to see if I can get an audition submitted before the deadline here.
Oh, great.
Dust off the old microphone and see if I can get it up and running.
Yeah, let me I imagine that we will go over our time, just a heads up, people, because I definitely want to allow time for this explanation here. Give me 1 second. Oh, I don't have my virtual camera running. And let me pin myself. But of course, if you have to go, if anyone has to go at any point in time during this explanation, that's okay, and we'll see you soon. All right, so this is our website. Log in, of course. These are my credentials that you'll put in yours. By the way, you'll be receiving 2 emails. One of them has a link to log in, and the other one has your profile editing code for your Samurai Rise of Sound profile page, as well as the link to your specific page. So were you able to get this far, Joe?
Let's see. I've got the one email. It says, "Welcome to Samurai Rise of Sound." There's the one with the members area link. So I guess I'll click there.
Yeah. You can also use the login button on our webpage.
So it takes me to like your library page is what I'm seeing.
Okay, good. Yep, you're already logged in. David says, take care, everyone. I hope to take part in the workshops and future classes. All right, David, we will see you soon. Stay in the loop. Jason says, gotta go. Thanks for hosting. All right.
All right, see you. See ya.
See you later.
Okay, take care, guys. Yeah, this is your member area. There's a few quick links here. You can download all of this stuff as an app. There's a app. The Kajabi app has all of your resources, and there is a members community server app as well. So you can use those links to download the apps if you prefer to access the information in that way or the community in that way.
Okay.
There's a link here to join the community hubs. You can explore other member profile pages, book a consultation if you have a question. Join the affiliate program. It says 20%. You'll earn 20% from if you recommend the membership to anyone, but also you'll earn 50% on Echoes of Eternity Season 1. And let's see. Then we have our featured upcoming events that you can register for. Oh, I need to update this one. And just keep in mind that these will not automatically pre-fill with your member discount. It's a discount code that you have to put in. That discount code is located right here in member discounts. So I'll click on it just once to bring us to this page, but I won't click on it any further because the codes are there. But if you click on that, you can see voiceover workshop discounts. That's where the code is. So I'll back out of that.
I feel like you might not. Your screen might be frozen on the screen that isn't showing.
Oh.
Sorry, man. I just turned down the volume because it's just way too loud.
Yeah, you're right.
I guess
it is frozen. I don't know why.
Yeah, it's just. So I don't know if your screen capture OBS or whatever is.
Yeah, it's something with
frozen.
OBS. I appreciate that. Let's see. Oh no! Now we're getting something that's partially correct. Hold on.
I
give me a
see
second.
I see the quick links on my. I'm looking at my screen, of course, but I feel like you're showing me something and it's not translating.
Yeah, I appreciate you saying something. I'm sorry that there's just an issue with my OBS. Can you see the whole
Yeah.
thing now?
Yeah. So how did you get to that
Yeah,
page
let me
from?
back up. I'll give you the
Yeah.
speed run of what I just said. So you can use
Okay.
this page to log in.
Right.
And again, I do realize we're going over our time. So if anyone needs to go at any point in time, just no worries. But you log in here. These are these quick links I was telling you about where you can access the different apps.
Yep.
And so on and so forth. Join the affiliate program. Upcoming events.
Yep.
And then what I was saying was, like, let's say you want to join Wendy's event. It doesn't pre-fill with your coupon code. So you definitely want to use that coupon code. So to do that, you'll scroll down to your resources and it's in member discounts.
Oh, there. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Duh.
And it's that first one. Yeah. No, it's not. There's a lot in here. So the way that we had to organize it is specific. So stuff is kind of buried beneath different layers. We tried to keep it as organized as we could. Yeah, Miss Lewis just said it took me a minute to learn how to navigate the member benefits. Yeah, we did our best to try to make sure it's as intuitive as possible, but we're open to suggestions if anything's like, I just don't understand why it's organized this way. But for the most part, I think we did our best. Workshop discounts, demo reel discounts, home studio discounts, hosting the game as a guide I wrote with Karen.
Mitchell, all the best, everyone. Thank you, Mr. Coffee. I really appreciate your time and energy. See you soon.
All right. Thanks, Mitchell. Catch you later.
All right, later, Mitchell.
Thanks for joining. Okay, so those
All
are the
right, see you later,
discounts.
Mitchell.
All right, later,
Right
Mitchell.
here. This is our is it a white belt membership or a red belt or black belt?
I just
Hey,
got the white
Austin,
belt.
Austin,
Okay,
I got
so
a
you
quick
won't-
question.
You won't see this resource. Yes,
Yeah.
Andrew.
So I still got a unit membership I'm gonna buy on the end of May. Along Morgan Berry's Get to Know the Voiceover.
Yes, yeah, that's one of the courses that's included in the membership.
Yeah, I think I should buy that on the end of May instead of wasting money on Genshin or whatever.
Yep.
Yeah, because
That's an option.
And then
Oh, go ahead.
yeah. So I see the library. So I don't mean to like throw after flow here, but
No, you are the flow. This is all you.
all right. Yeah, so I got the member discounts, got the workshop archive. I'll update the profile, all the different resources here. I guess where is the
Alright.
audition submission
right back.
in the Echoes of Eternity section down at the bottom there?
Great question.
Or
So
is there a
this
specific
this
process
is
for
slightly
that?
confusing. I haven't updated the thumbnails yet, but
Yep.
the first one says Echoes of Eternity Season 1. This is where you
Yep.
go to actually watch the episode. So anyone in the world, they pay $9.99 for the first season. They will have access to this resource here, where they can go and watch the episode or subsequent editions of the episode, read the scripts, listen to the music, view the art, all that stuff. So that's where you
Okay,
go
so that's the
to-
watch link.
That's the watch link. This one is specific to Samurai Rise of Sound members. It is the Strawberry Hill Studio production submission portal. So if
Gotcha.
you click
Okay.
on this here, and I'll just walk you through it, you can see Echoes of Eternity submissions, and then under that, Echoes of Eternity Season 1 submissions. So Season 1 obviously is what we're focused on right now. This is where you join the affiliate program. It gives you a little bit more information there, and it's free to do that. And this is where you go for each of the episodes. So Season 1, Episode 1, Season 1, Episode 2. And in each of these episodes, you can access these downloads. I'd recommend downloading these. These are the audition scripts, the pronunciation guide for names of places, people, and fantasy vocabulary. There is some fantasy vocabulary in the series. I tried to keep it as intuitive as possible. So I noticed that I haven't listened to some of the auditions yet that are entirely in the fantasy language, but maybe I would be interested to hear the feedback on how that process went. But anyway, that's the pronunciation guide. This is the script for the first episode. So I'd recommend downloading all that, reading through it. And then this is the form you use with very specific information about.
I'm back, Austin.
Welcome back, Leandrew. about
Sorry,
the
I had to
submission.
cut my fun. I had to go cut my thumbnails.
Oh, no worries.
Good to know.
Sorry,
Cool.
sorry. I
Submission
have trouble
guide-
speaking with
Well, they
other
got the
people.
guidelines and everything. They're great. All right,
All right,
cool.
Andrew, I'm gonna ask you to mute for just a minute, just because this is technical stuff we got going on here. Submission guidelines, recording instructions, compensation, deadlines, and then you just submit your. It'll be checked to audition voiceover. That's what you should be using until the casting is announced. So you drop
Audition
your MP3
voiceover.
files there, any notes you want to add,
MP3
and then
file.
submit. So that's for the first episode. If you have a question, you can leave it here. You can just email or use our contact form, and I'll get back to you. I'll try to pay special attention to get back to you really quickly in the next 24 hours if you have any questions. And
Yeah.
then same thing for the episode 2, although this one is open for longer, of course.
Cool.
So does
Cool,
that
cool,
answer your
cool.
questions about that?
Yeah, appreciate it. Thank you. This looks like it'll be. I'll see if I can get something put together.
Cool, very cool.
And was that midnight Pacific time?
Yeah, midnight
Okay.
specific time.
Gotcha. Makes sense.
Miss Arissa says, "Is there a note we're expected to leave, like which character we're auditioning for?" No, you don't have to fill in the notes. You'll actually select. There's a field for that. Which character you're auditioning for. There's a field for that. Right here, role. You can fill that. That's required, so you just fill that out with the name of the character. But this is like if you could just say like, "Oh, I'm updating my audition for this old one I did," or whatever you want to say. It's fine. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Just as needed. Okay, so yeah, any questions about that process? Okay, I think we're good there. Yeah, while you have me, do you have any other questions about getting started rolling with your benefits?
Everything opens in a new tab, so I'm like taking a look here. No, I think I've got the gist of it personally, but so it looks. I'm pretty good at exploring things on my own too, so
All right, no worries.
it's a lot here for sure.
I'm good.
Hey, Austin, I have a question.
Yes, John.
Did you mention there was some sort of free workshop coming up or a character? Or
Yes,
is that
it-
only available to me? Oh, you
No,
did? Okay.
It is free to the public, this one. This is our roleplay workout. Normally our roleplay workouts are $29.99 per ticket, but this one is a little different because we're going to be doing a few different things. Roleplay. Hold on, let me paste the link in the chat.
Nice, thank you.
It'll be next Tuesday, 5:30 to 7:30. We will be doing our casting announcement for Echoes of Eternity. Karen Strassman will be there. If you don't know Karen Strassman, she's from Bleach and Cowboy Bebop and Code Geass and lots of different things. She'll be there for a Q&A briefly and to celebrate the casting. And then she'll talk about her upcoming workshop, and then we'll get into our roleplay workout, which is designed to be as accessible as possible. It might feel a little bit like Dungeons and Dragons, but it's a bit simpler and more focused on improvisation and acting. So you're more than welcome.
Is it? Thank you. And then is there chances to read? How many people are in the class?
We typically don't read through scripts during the roleplay workout, but it might be an interesting space to do that just because of the casting with Echoes of Eternity. So maybe we could do. I wouldn't be opposed to doing a little bit of read through it, like cold reads. Yeah, that could be interesting. I'm not opposed to that. All right, JK, see you later. I hadn't planned on it, is my answer, but I'm open to it.
So I know I registered for the one for the next week's. I saw there was one in June as well.
Yes.
And now I can't find that link.
I'll get you the link. And if you're looking at my screen, I'll show you. There's kind of a few different places that we keep our workshops.
Yeah.
So you can't go wrong if you press learn up here.
Learn. Okay.
It'll
There
take
it
you
is.
to all the workshops, and then you can filter them down. So you can just
Got
filter
it.
for roleplay workouts, and then you just press register. Like I said, this one is members play free for the June 10th. So if you click on that, you'll see the ticket price, but you just put in your member discount code, and it'll get you in for free.
Gotcha. Cool. All right. Play around with that.
Mm-hmm. All right. Any last questions before I let you guys go? Yes, Leandrew.
So Austin, I'll tell you what. If I get paid this month, I'm off. We'll go buy a yearly membership with Morgan Berry's class instead of buying video games every month. Cause it's just a waste of cash.
Okay.
You know, like withdrawing money for Father's Day, withdrawing money for Canada Day.
Yeah.
Anyway, are there any upcoming events dropping this month, next month, or the following months, Austin?
That's a great question. I'll show you. Yes, there are. I will show you which ones are coming up. We have. Hold on. I got lots of tabs open too. I'll just start from scratch. StrawberryHillStudio.online. If you go learn and workshops, you can see all the workshops we have coming up. Actually, not all of them. There are some I haven't posted on here yet. We'll filter for voiceover workshops, and we can see that Wendy Lee's got one coming up May 17th. That's coming up real soon. So if you're thinking about getting involved, now's the time. Anime dubbing with Karen Strassman's June 14th. And then Creature and Monsters is a little bit later. Also, Andrea Toyes will be doing a workshop on called Casting Director for a Day. She's casting director for Blizzard Entertainment. We don't have that one on our site yet, but I just wanted to let you know. And then I'll be doing another recording for your voice acting demo reel, which is a $99.99 dollar workshop where you can get some recording practice in, and we'll do some look at some audio editing for your voiceover reel. Okay.
All right.
Was there any other questions?
I'm looking forward to it, Austin.
All right.
So I can need that. Remember, I can need a lot of disability to pull it off.
Oh, we're here to help you at any step of the process that you are in. So we'll meet you wherever you are. There's nothing holding you back, right? From
because my primary goal is to become Sebastian Bremen's counterpart, because he's autistic like me, like doing YouTubing, even all the voiceovers that I met so far, I haven't met. That's why I become his counterpart. I was thinking or talking.
Well, good, John.
Because I want to become a voiceover.
I just want to make sure that you didn't have any other questions. I saw that you were coming off of mute.
Oh, sorry, Austin.
Oh, no worries. It's just I want to make sure to let everyone go because we're going over our time quite a bit.
Oh yeah, that's right. So time's almost up.
Were there any questions?
I got one last question though. So quick. So the voiceovers need time to practice before booking 1 out of 100 auditions.
Oh yeah, it takes a lot of auditioning, right? It's a numbers game for sure. You'll be doing lots of auditions as a voice actor. You want to make sure that you're opening up time in your schedule on a weekly basis to look for auditions, audition, and kind of going through those motions, right? That's
you mean like cold.
Go ahead.
Oh, you mean cold reading and combat training?
Yes, that's
like doing cold reading practice and also flying callouts and combat training.
Yeah, that's part of
mean,
it.
practice,
That's part of it. There's the
practice.
training part, right? You'll need time to train, and we have lots of training resources. Once you join our community, you'll see we have ongoing challenges on our member server, and roleplay workouts, and you can access all the archived workshop footage. There's actually battle chest. There's a battle chest workshop, but I think Andrea Toyas did it, where
Oh,
she
how much it
talks
cost? How
about
much it cost? Oh, sorry.
well, I mean, it's recorded in our workshop archive, so you can actually.
Oh,
view
I'm
it.
sorry about that. Can you continue?
Yeah, I can show you if you want. And
Okay.
Donna, welcome. I noticed that you joined as well. If you have any questions, feel free to jump in. But since we have these questions coming, I'm going to open up the workshop archive. This is something that you will have access to as a member. We record all of our workshops.
Oh.
So yeah, here it is. Video game battle chest with Andrea Toya. So she goes over a lot of those kinds of specific techniques related to video game voiceover. So you'll get a really good perspective on that, and you can practice and follow along with the rest of the class in this workshop.
All right. I'm looking forward to it, Austin.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
remember, I gotta listen. If I can't hear from them, you just repeat them for a second. I'll just repeat them for a second time.
Yeah. All right. We'll keep us posted. And
Oh,
I
that's
will-
me on Fighting Voiceover.
Oh yeah, that is you. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, fighting callouts and combat sounds. That's what you're talking about with Amberly.
Yeah. But I need some intel from my siblings about learn how to do fighting combat and combat sounds.
Well, good. Sounds like. You
But
got a
all
lot
I
out
can
of it.
practice is cold reading.
All right, guys. You have a fantastic week, and I will see you next time.
All right.
Take care.
See you later, Austin.
All righty.
Thank you, Austin.
Bye.
All right. See ya.